Right here. So.
I want you guys to understand how important it is for things to be on record to the world. When you come up here, it is us, but you're on record to this world. Who are you? Who are we? Right? And this is one thing the Hughes brothers told me, anything done on film goes down into history. This is on record.
Right.
This is for history.
So I was thinking about something, but Kavasi got me thinking about something else, kind of still along the same lines of compromising, and I definitely compromised before, especially with a woman, and this woman was living with me, and it was just things I was compromising on as far as like lying, and just being sneaky and hiding things and being deceptive, and and at the same time she was pregnant, and I wasn't trying to take accountability for nothing I was doing. It was just like whatever. I don't even want to talk about it. Like every time I come in, it's something that she want to argue about. Of course, it might have been rooted from something I did or didn't do. At the time, I didn't know what accountability was because I didn't grow up under a household with any type of male headship. I grew up under a religion that it didn't give you the spirit of power. It gave you, the spirit of fear, or the spirit of just being afraid. So that kind of, I guess you could say, bled into my relationships. So, but I'm not mad at my mother. I love her. But that was one of, I probably would say, the worst things that could happen to, a young male like me growing up and trying to find his way. That's why the information was so easy to take a hold of when it came, because it wasn't like what I had been experiencing my whole life. It wasn't something, it wasn't anything out in the world that I had fully committed myself to until the information, to the relief doctrine came to me, and then I was able to operate in a supernatural world. But to get back on track, so she was pregnant, and it was just a lot of arguments, a lot of back and forths.
Come on, break it. Release that thing apart.
It just got to the point where okay, yeah. So it just got to the point where, eventually she got about she got about 9 months pregnant.
Got it? You got it?
And we lost the baby. And I blame that on myself. Because I didn't want to take accountability and be a man. I didn't know how to be a man. And now I see the error in my ways. I'm able to talk to her. She held on to everything that I did for so long. But in recent days, talking to her, she'll still bring up something I did or whatever. You know, it's like, wow, she's still holding on to this stuff from all these years. But now, instead of just pushing it off of me, now I can tell her, you know what? I was wrong. Everything she said, I was wrong. And not only that, I'm not that person no more. And I don't think that way no more. I'm against everything that person stood for. You know, and it just feels good to, you know, be able to take accountability for things that you caused in somebody's life because you didn't know that the lies would bring curses that would hurt you and, you know, just bring devastation in your life. You know, you're not taught this in a religion. They just try to scare you with hell or something or the end of the world or whatever. But you know, in this culture, it's nothing that I can't talk to the family about, you know, and that's something I never really had, even in my, you know, my relatives, my blood family. So I wasn't able to cultivate those close relationships with family like I wanted to. But you know, that's okay. You know, I got a new family. And yeah, I just want to say that I'm just thankful and grateful that I had the ears to hear when the information came because I don't know where I'd be right now, man.
And you clean too.
Thank you, man. All praise. That's right. That's right.
Ladies,